In today's automotive adventure, I'm working with my son on his 2004 Lincoln Aviator. Now, this isn't your first vehicle.
No.
The first one was a Chrysler Sebring convertible, which was really a super cool car.
It was nice until the brakes went out on the way to football practice, and the air conditioning compressor froze up and broke the belt, and we had to tow that back from Pecaning. Both great moments of a fabulous car that really got me from point A to point B.
Well, I don't know how to fix Chryslers. That's part of the problem. So then we got you that 2008 Ford Escape. That was a really cool car.
That one worked better because the brakes then froze up. We had brakes, just too much of them.
Couldn't get them off.
Yeah. And then, what was the other one?
A spark plug.
Oh, the spark plug that went out, yes.
It blew a spark plug out while you were at college, so I had to come tow it home.
Yeah. Real great car, reliable. Super reliable cars.
Well, I think the crowning achievement was when I crashed Mom's car into your Escape in our own driveway.
In our own driveway.
It was a 2-for-1 crash. Well, the good news is we got rid of the Escape, and we got you this Aviator. I love these because it has the 4.6, 4-valve, 302 horsepower. This engine has a lot of power.
And I love it because it gets me 10 miles a gallon on the road, so it's really fuel efficient.
Well, it's good for going back and forth to college, burning up that gas.
Yeah, I know. I can get maybe 12 on the highway sometimes.
I've had automotive adventures with this. Just think of the things we fixed.
We had to replace the alternator twice. The first one didn't work, and the second one hopefully worked. And then we had to glue shut the moonroof because water was leaking in through the A-pillar.
Those were big adventures, though.
They were. At least the brakes didn't go out on this one yet.
Yeah, we haven't had to tow this vehicle yet, but
it's true.
Knock on simulated wood grain inside there. All right, so what are we going to work on today?
Deal with the squeak in the back of the car.
Yeah, so this car's got a squeak. It's got a rear axle whine. Mm-hmm. It's got a wheel bearing moan. The radiator leaks, and the blinker works. What percentage of the time does the blinker work?
60.
Okay,
60%.
So you can't get all your adventures out in one day, so why don't we start with the squeak?
That sounds good.
So tell me about the squeak. When do you hear it? How do you hear it? That kind of thing.
Well, it mostly occurs when I go over bumps. I can hear it in the back of the car when the back wheels come down over a bump. It'll kind of rattle and squeak in the back. So I know it's been there since I go over bumps or pull into the driveway or go over a speed bump.
Does it sound like it's outside the vehicle, more inside the vehicle? Do you hear it outside or inside the vehicle?
I feel it more of a inside thing, but I can hear it on the outside.
Okay. So we decided to drive with Junior in the back where the squeak is, to narrow in on it with his microphone. We're going to go down a bumpy road.
I'm hearing a squeak. It sounds like it's coming from the middle.
Of the hatch?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't really get a lot of squeak, but we're trying to make the point that the squeak is there. I'm actually halfway done with this repair already. What happened was these hinges up here go bad. They're aluminum hinges with a steel pin, and this one here was so broken and hanging that this hatch and this taillight right here were really interfering, and there was a huge squeak. So I replaced that one. We didn't get to this one yet because as I started turning this bolt, I could feel it was going to break. So I thought, I didn't have time at the time to drill and tap and the whole thing, so I thought we'll save this for later. So as a result, there is a little squeak, but it's not as bad as what it used to be. We're just trying to replicate it for the sake of making the repair. So did you hear much squeak back there at all?
I heard some, but I don't think I was able to pick it up with the microphone. It's kind of somewhere along this area right here. I couldn't really tell if it was in the middle or closer to this area, but I heard it throughout.
Okay. So what we're going to do then is we're going to proceed with replacing the hinge. We have it. It needs to be done. And I'm like 100% positive we're going to break this bolt, which means a lot of fun, trips to the hardware. A 15-minute job becomes probably an hour job, but that's what we're in for.
That's what happens.
So we're back with the ratchets. Now, like I say, I'm almost positive this is going to break, and then let's just see.
Too big. Just right.
See what I mean? Does it feel like it might be coming out, but I think it's going to just, I think we're just twisting the bolt.
I see what you mean.
I would love to be wrong.
It's not really coming out, but
Yeah,
there you go.
There you go. Okay.
There's the broken bolt.
So, I kind of knowed that was going to happen. I wonder if we're just going to have to take the hatch right off. Otherwise, it's going to be a pain to
try to drill it with the hatch on.
Yeah, to drill it out. And so take that one out. Well, we got the hatch off, and as expected, so this bolt broke off as we expected. So we're going to have to drill it, tap it, get it out, grind it with Dremels, whatever we can do, and then we'll have to, based on this bolt, go to the hardware store and get a replacement, get a tap, and nothing but a lot of fun. Now we can't use heat on that because it's the body, so we can't use torches. It's just going to be good old-fashioned drills and Dremels and hours, and that's it. I promise my viewers, every automotive adventure is not going to be about drilling out broken bolts. But it seems to be the horrible nature of repairs on old cars. Let's take a look.
Not really.
All right, well, we got about 6 spots we could start from. That's good. All right, well, let's get some drilling going. You'll be happy to know we have our first broken drill bit inside the hole.
Yeah.
Thing is, we have to get this fixed, or otherwise you drive back to college with no hatch, and that'd be bad. So we were able to actually, he had the hole drilled all the way through, so we're actually able to push the drill bit in, which is awesome. So now we're just trying to make it bigger. We're thinking of using our extractor on it, if we just get it a little bigger. And then, if not, we can get the Dremel going too. We always have that as an option. As always, the drill bits are all dull. I have a broken an extractor that I chopped the end off, so it's not as pointy. Let's go see if that might work.
Looks like it's doing something.
It kind of acts to grind metal out, but it doesn't grip. It is not gripping. It's not drilling just because it's so dull.
It's pretty loud too.
We've broken drill bits. We've used Dremels and tried to make a mess. And in any event, we do need to go to the hardware store because we have to get a replacement bolt. We can get some more Dremels. And I think the goal is going to be to clean the hole out and then use the tap to clean the threads. So we're between Dremels, we got to make sure we don't oversize it too much because then we'll have a problem. Sound good?
Yeah, sounds good.
Back from the hardware store, we got some free popcorn. We're the proud owner of a new bolt and Dremels and a drill bit. We picked a drill bit that's just a little smaller than the diameter of the bolt. And the theory is we're going to drill it out and then we already have the tap to clean the threads. But the hole we have is a little off center, so we're going to use the Dremel to kind of start to clean up the hole, bring it back down so it's more in the center. So let's get at it.
Yeah.
So drilling and dremeling and dremeling and drilling, we managed to get the hole, get the broken bolt, stud, whatever, all the way out. Now we know there's probably fragments of it still in the thread, so Junior is getting a tap situated into the vice grips. We lost the proper tool for doing this, so we're improvising as we do with everything else. We've got to clean threads, make threads, do something with threads, whatever we can do there. So I remembered that a 6mm socket fits on there perfectly, so we're able to use that instead of trying to manage vice grips. See if we can get these threads going here. All right, he has managed to get the tap in, so means we've got threads. We hope, you know, we're cutting that hole pretty big with a drill bit, but we'll see. It should hold our bolt. I think we'll be in good shape. All right, why don't we put some air in there? Watch your eyes in case there's any. All right,
Goes all the way through.
Let's see if our new bolt, how does our new bolt work? We don't need the washer yet because it's just like a test fit.
Well, it goes in. Look at that.
Is it really wobbly or is it? It's a little wobbly, but it should be okay. Okay, we got the hatch here on the sawhorses and we're taking the hinge off.
Got the hinge off.
Okay, let's see. The other one, we took it to the hardware store to make sure the bolt would go through it. We got to go find that.
This one? This looks new.
Yeah, I think, does it have a piece of rubbery plastic? Yep, so you just take that thing off. I think it's actually, it might be a different size.
It is, it's a different one.
I got these on eBay.
Well, it's
I think for $20. If eBay or Amazon, to go to the junkyard and get these, you have to find an Aviator, which is hard to find in the junkyard because they didn't make many, and B, one that's not already sapped out itself. So I think the ones from Rock, I don't know if Rock Auto either didn't have them or they're $145, but eBay or Amazon, I forget which one, $20. Who knows how long they'll last, but we got them.
We got them.
The issue is dissimilar metals. It's an aluminum hinge housing with steel pin going through it, so the dissimilar metals don't like each other. Okay, we're going to put the hatch on. I have here the bolt in the right ratchet, the bolt in the right ratchet, and these are for the little shocky doos. That'll take a little squeezing, but I think we're ready to put it on. So you want to go to that far side. Oh, you know the new one? Let's see. There should be a rubber that goes in here. I'm going to set it down.
Okay.
This is the old one. Could you hold it in the center and I'll find it? It's a rubber gasket. And you need to make sure that that one's lined up. Pretty good. You see how cheap they are. Okay. So the threaded our first thing is get the threaded part in without the rubber gasket falling off. The threaded part goes into that top hole.
Mine fell off.
The rubber did?
Yeah.
Do you see it? Oh, it's sitting on top of the...
Oh, right
Look
there.
how nasty it is already. And it's not that old. I mean, I just replaced that this summer. Can you do this at the same time?
Oh, this is. We need to scoot it this way.
Ah, well, if mine goes up, then it will. If mine goes up, it will scoot it that way, because it'll twist it.
Right.
Okay, if you can lift it. Okay, so we got that. Is it still pretty bad? This is what needs to be
still-
adjusted.
Far, but at least it will close now.
Let's put these on. And that clip is a royal pain. You'll cut yourself open a bunch of times trying to get it.
I don't really want to do that.
I got a good Band-Aid supply out here.
I've heard.
We'll take it for a test drive and check the squeaks.
So far, so good. I don't hear anything. Oh, there's a squeak.
Yeah, I heard it. There's a squeak up here under the driver's seat or something, but
Yeah. Yep.
you heard it?
Sounds like it's right in the middle.
Huh, well. Well, the test drive showed that there's still a squeak. The squeak did not improve, and he feels like it's coming from this area here. This hinge was not as bad as the other one. I know for certain this hinge, the pin had completely broken. It was hanging down, and this was impacting here, and it had a really bad squeak. I'd fixed that one this summer, but this one, because of the braking, didn't fix until now. Now, if this driveway repair has inspired you and you think, I could do that, well, here's all you need to do a job like this. You need your drill, about 6 packs of worn out broken drill bits. You need a Dremel, and you need a bunch of, you need sockets, broken drill bits, some thread extractor, bolt extractors, magnet. This is tweezers, you need those, and little screwdrivers, more broken drill bits, Allen wrenches, and some sockets. That's all you need to do this job in your driveway. Now, if we hadn't been dealing with a rusty bolt that broke, you could have done this with, seriously, your socket and an Allen wrench, and we did use some Torx bits. The old hinge had Torx bits, the new one had Allen wrench. Literally, that's all you would need to do, really, to do this job. But the broken bolt, it was really the wild factor. So, thank you for tuning in for today's automotive adventure. I will say this. I'm working on the next 3 adventures, and they have nothing to do with rusty, broken bolts, drilling them out. We're going to do some electronic diagnosis. I'm going to be helping a friend look at a car that he's considering doing. And then I'm doing an automotive puzzle, I'll just say, a puzzle in the automotive adventure world. So thank you for tuning in for today's adventure. Thank you for being my first ever guest.
First guest?
A first guest on the...
Privilege and honor.
Look forward to seeing you on the next automotive adventure.
Dad, did you ever consider it could be the plastic under the locking mechanism? faulty diagnosis right here.